Southern Iran was jolted early Sunday by a moderate earthquake measuring 5.3 on the Richter scale. The tremor struck at 8:11 in the morning UAE time, with its epicenter at a depth of 10 kilometers, according to regional seismic authorities. Iranian officials confirmed there were no deaths or serious injuries. In towns near the epicenter, including Moor and surrounding villages, residents reported minor damage, broken windows, fallen objects, and hairline cracks in older buildings. The shaking triggered brief panic, with people rushing into open areas, a familiar response in one of the world's most earthquake-prone regions. Across the Arabian Gulf, the UAE remained completely unaffected. The National Center of Meteorology confirmed the quake had no impact on the Emirates, citing distance, depth, and the relative tectonic stability of the Arabian Plate. No aftershocks were felt in the country. But seismic activity was not the only shock in Iran this weekend. In the port city of Bandar Abbas, a powerful explosion ripped through an apartment building on Saturday, killing a 4-year-old girl and injuring at least 14 others. Iranian state media blamed a gas leak, though footage showed a member of the security forces being carried out on a stretcher. The blast came just one day before a planned Iranian naval drill in the Strait of Hormuz, a strategic waterway through which nearly a fifth of the world's traded oil passes, and under the watch of the United States military.
Iran is set to hold a military drill in the narrow Strait of Hormuz, which is the mouth of the Persian Gulf. This drill comes as tensions are incredibly high between the United States and Iran, particularly over Tehran's recent bloody crackdown on nationwide protests. The Iranians had been warning passing ships since Thursday that they were going to be holding this drill. This drill will start on Sunday and go into Monday, and as the Iranians have described it, it could even go into the lane of traffic that sees about a fifth of the world's oil pass through it. Now, the United States military has warned Iran to behave professionally during this. They have emphasized that their forces are capable of lethal action and told the Iranians not to come too close to their warships or aircraft or point weapons at them. All of this comes as U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to use military force against Iran over the killing of peaceful protesters, or if Iran starts mass executing those it's detained in the demonstrations. Also, Trump is increasingly talking about Iran's nuclear program. Again, tying these all together. There isn't any sign that negotiations are forthcoming, though, and this drill could raise tensions even higher.
A separate gas explosion in the southwestern city of Ahwaz killed 5 more people, adding to growing public unease. These incidents come amid heightened regional tensions. U.S. President Donald Trump has warned Iran of possible military action over its violent crackdown on protests, while declining to confirm whether he has made a final decision on strikes. Speaking aboard Air Force One, Trump said Iran should negotiate a deal to prevent it from obtaining nuclear weapons, adding that Tehran was seriously talking to Washington, even as U.S. warships remain deployed in the region.
Sir, could you give us an update on where your thinking is right now with Iran, if you have made a final decision on what you want to do?
I mean, I certainly can't tell you that, but we do have very big, powerful ships heading in that direction. I can't tell you. But I hope they negotiate something that's acceptable.
Saudi Arabia's Defense Minister reportedly said that if the U.S. backs off the strike, that will only improve Iran. What's your reaction to that, sir?
Some people think that, some people don't.
On Iran, sir, you have threatened those secondary tariffs on countries doing business with Iran. We haven't seen those yet. What are you pulling off on?
Well, we're going to see. Look, we have a lot of things happening right now with Iran. We have a tremendous fleet going in that direction, and they're talking to us. So a lot of things could happen.
Behind the scenes, diplomatic efforts are intensifying. Egypt and Qatar have both stepped in, urging de-escalation and attempting to bring Iran and the United States back to the negotiating table. Iranian officials say structural arrangements for talks are progressing, though Iran's supreme leader continues to publicly rule out direct negotiations. At the same time, satellite imagery is raising fresh alarms. New photos show activity at Iran's nuclear sites in Natanz and Isfahan, facilities bombed last year by Israel and the United States. Roofs have been constructed over damaged buildings, blocking satellite visibility and limiting independent monitoring. Experts say the work does not signal reconstruction, but rather efforts to recover or conceal remaining nuclear materials, including potentially highly enriched uranium. Iran has denied wrongdoing and continues to restrict access to international inspectors.
Satellite photos analyzed by the Associated Press show activity at 2 Iranian nuclear sites. Now, these sites are at Natanz and Isfahan. The Natanz site has seen a roof go up over top of what used to be an above-ground nuclear enrichment site used by Iran that had been enriching uranium up to 60% purity, which is a short technical step from weapons-grade levels of 90%. Now, the second site in Isfahan is over a structure that Israel destroyed in June, and the Israelis said at Isfahan they were targeting centrifuge manufacturing facilities. Now, all this comes as U.S. President Donald Trump is putting more pressure on Iran over its nuclear program. That's atop of the threat by Trump to use military force against Iran if it killed peaceful protesters or if it conducted mass executions. Now, already the USS Abraham Lincoln is in the region to carry out potential strikes, and that has seen the Iranians also offer their own threats against America. But this activity at the 2 nuclear sites seems to suggest, according to analysts, that Iran is trying to salvage what may remain after that June attack, and may be trying to do it without prying eyes of satellites seeing what they recover.
As earthquakes shake the ground, explosions rattle cities, and nuclear tensions simmer beneath the surface, Iran remains at the center of a volatile convergence of natural disasters, internal unrest, and escalating geopolitical risk.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That is often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out Tehran.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.